All right, I'm going to share a message that is really important, whether you are training, facilitating live on site or online, or creating self-directed learning courses, tutorials, or guides, any job aids that you have planned. I'm going to give you some tips that are really important to help with accessibility and being inclusive and considering if the variety of people that are going to be using your training resources. So, number one, if you are leading a training where you're facilitating and guiding a tutorial and people are following along, for example, technical training, it might be something about technology, and they are following what you're showing them. You might be recording it to as a replay. There's a few things to consider. In my situation, if I am leading a tutorial, creating and editing here on this channel, people can pause, but I still need to remember my pace. And when you're live, make sure that you have the pulse of your learners, your participants, because if they're following you, they might be watching, they might be taking notes, and if you've invited them to follow along and do what you're doing, they might have their eyes at their monitor beside them. So they're following what you're doing, plus they're trying to click away and follow along. So it's really important for any transcript, for the closed captions, for watching the replay, or for the person that's listening, but maybe not having their eyes on what you've clicked, to never say, click here, because where is here? And even if someone is watching exactly where your mouse is going, they might not see that you have arrows or tabs or you have clicked something. They may not, especially if they're taking notes or looking at their other monitor, but even when they're watching you, it's important to describe where your mouse is traveling. So you might say the top right or the second tab in and what it's called. Whatever the words are, it might be address, um, phone number, whatever those labels are to describe where on the page and what it is. And if you, in a verbal way, share step by step by step, that is going to help your transcript. It's going to help your step-by-step guide. If you're using a tool to follow along, it will help everybody, and it will help screen readers if someone is not visual. Someone might be turning on their screen reader because of a variety of different reasons. So it's really important that you consider the variety of learner contexts and pause, slow down, pause so that people can find where you are and click and follow if that's the purpose of your training. And for your guides, also step by step to describe each step. And then this will help also with alt text for any images that you might be having a screenshot, to identify what's the purpose of that screenshot, the why, the where, the how, and when to take these different actions. So that is very helpful to all of your learners if you keep that in mind for all of your training contexts, to describe each step in detail. What I find a lot of times when I'm working with experts, or even when I'm searching for an answer on YouTube, that sometimes we very quickly, people can forget a step. They don't even realize that they have clicked something, or the instructions will describe, do this, do that, which sounds great. And without images, without circling something, and especially without saying, where is that thing? How do I find that first step? is really important. And if you share links at the beginning of training to make sure everybody's at the same page, then you are helping people have the most success out of the training that you are providing. Thanks for listening. My name is Patricia Regier.